Okay, shortly we'll be crossing to our reporters on some of those major busy roads. Traffic volumes on major roads leaving Gauteng increasing steadily as travellers make their way to their Easter destinations. The Gauteng Traffic Police spokesperson Obed Sibasa says they've deployed officers along the routes to other provinces. He's urged motorists to obey the rules of the road and to take regular breaks when doing long-distance travel. And of course, then there are the COVID-19 restrictions. So the president speaking this week saying that interprovincial travel will be allowed, although, of course, government urging South Africans to be very careful around movement this weekend. The concern has always been that even though the infection rate is low, there could be super spreader events, a lot of movement, and then the infection rate picks up. So we'll follow that for you and we'll take you to one of those busy highways shortly. Now, further north, some travellers are stranded at the Beitbridge Border Post outside Musina due to the hard lockdown in neighbouring Zimbabwe. The port of entry usually sees large volumes of travellers over the Easter weekend as they make their way to various destinations in the southern African region. This Easter weekend, however, holidaymakers are being turned back. Only business travellers are being processed into Zimbabwe. SABC News reporter Pimani Baloyi and cameraman Hulisani Livhebe are at Beitbridge.
A few hours before Good Friday, traffic flow on the South African side of the Beitbridge Border Post is relatively normal. This is mostly due to the hard lockdown on the Zimbabwean side of the fence. According to some travelers, the lockdown in Zimbabwe has barred many people from leaving the country legally and coming into South Africa, and is also barring some people who want to leave South Africa into Zimbabwe to enter this border post and be processed inside.
Sometimes when we are looking at these young people, they are suffering, they are coming from Zim side up to SA side using bush, and also if they're not getting money, they are robbing the other people which are coming from Joburg or from Harare. So it's better to open the border and then all of us can cross using the border direct. I think it's the best.
As you can see behind me, some travelers were turned back by authorities in South Africa after being informed that they would not be processed on the Zimbabwe side due to the lockdown that side.
The police officers in border says go back. I don't know which is going on.
Where were you guys going? What are you carrying? Where were you going?
I'm carrying the blankets and the slippers to go to sell to Zimbabwe in Harare. Yes, I stayed with Beitbridge. In Zimbabwe, there's crisis in Zimbabwe. All things all people they're starving in Zimbabwe. There is no things. Even food, even what, there is no things. They survive in South Africa.
This has left most of the travelers stranded here.
I don't know, because I want to go in the border straight, but police officer says go back. I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know.
And jumping is not an option?
Yeah, it's not an option. Because in the bush there is thieves in the bush. Yesterday but one, there's 5 people dead in the bush by the thieves. So never go to the bush.
A plea to President Emmerson Mnangagwa's administration.
I'm talking about Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe must be serious. Straight to the president, they must see what they can do, especially the president office. Because here we are suffering, they are there in Harare, they can't see what is going on here and what is happening. So they must be sure and send other guys to come and see what is going on, especially here in SA side. There's some Zimbabweans here, not Zim side, here SA side. There's some Zimbabweans, some of them they are suffering because of the ruling party and the government of Zimbabwe. So they must see what they can do and open Zim border. Also SA, I heard that SA is open already. So they must work on this issue.
They are all every week. But they are dying, people they are dying, sister. But they are the phone, but they are the wallet. 165,000. Hey, matter. Sister, please.
Traffic flow is expected to pick up overnight. Pimani Baloyi, SABC News at the Beitbridge Border Post.